On a typical Saturday morning in Aiken, the farmers market on Richland Avenue is a bustling hub of activity, as local growers come together to bring to market literally the fruit and vegetables of their labor. As you walk among the tables, you begin to see a community among those who sell their produce here, replete with neighbors and good friends who share table borders, recipes, growing tips, and laughs. And where is Livingston Farms located?
It is in Swansea, South Carolina. We're in Lexington County.
Okay. So not too far away.
Not too far away, about 45 minutes.
How often do you find yourself here at the Aiken Farmers Market?
Every Saturday morning. We have peaches and tomatoes, corn, and this is what we have left.
Okay. And typically, do you have other people who are going to other farmers markets in the area?
We do. We have 4 trucks out today.
Okay. I was struck by the variety of growers represented there, from third-generation Aiken County farmers to newer farmers who are just getting their start, relatively speaking. All of them, though, are fiercely proud to be upholding a long tradition of local growing. There are stories to be heard here at each table. All you have to do is ask about the produce you see there, where it's from, what variety is it, and you will begin to hear the tale of the family that has brought it to market for sometimes over 60 years, if you just take the time to listen.
We try to grow and do our best in growing, you know. But,
So what particular variety have you got here on the table now?
the best in this, anywhere you want to go, Clemson Sweets. They're the best watermelon. I don't care what part of the country you go, they're the best watermelon. Now my neighbor next door, she may not say so, but you know, they plant seedless and whatnot, but she's still my neighbor.
And now, you have these are Clemson Sweets. Where are these being grown here in Aiken County?
We are in the low part of the county, close to the Baltimore County line. If you go down 78, White Pond, Windsor, years ago it was known as White Pond. Yeah, so we're right next to the Baltimore County line.
And now, obviously, I see you've got your work uniform on. You've got a steady job. This is something you're doing on the side for.
I've raised on the farm, still work the farm, and the forestry come and work together. If I get a call or get a page, I got to respond within 10 minutes to a file, doing from 9 to 6, and then after that it's 30 minutes. But you know, we work together. They know I farm for a living, so it works out for me. And I've been there almost 21 years, 16 years. But I've been coming this market, I guess, about 35 years now. Wow. And I raised all my kids. This is my grandson that's on here. And it's been good. And like I said, myself, along with Mr. Scott, Miss Riley, well, she wasn't here, but her dad was here, Miss Diggs. We the oldest one under this market. Yeah. And because, like I said, I'm real proud of Mr. Scott. He's in his 80s and still going strong and doing an excellent job in growing vegetables for the people here in Aiken County.
And now, you say you grew up on the farm. How long has your family been at this? I mean, is this something that, as far as back as anybody can remember?
My father passed away in June of '97, and he was 102 years of age, and he always farmed. We still on the same farm he bought some years ago. I can't remember what year he bought it, but I'm still on that same farm. And hopefully that the next generation will hold on to it, but I can only speak for myself and my siblings that we will hold on to it. But like I said, that's all he ever done was farm. And he died, we passed away in June of '97, and he was 102, like in 3 months, 10 days of being 103, and had good sound mind and good health. Yeah.
Well, now, what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think that when the time comes that you're going to be working the farm just like your granddad and your dad and great-granddad?
Yeah, I think so.
13 years of getting here at 5:30 a.m. with a truckload of produce that was in the ground the day before or a couple days before, and it's out here on the table and it's gone before you can bat an eyelash.
Correct. For 13 years I've been doing this.
And now, is this something that has been a family tradition for you?
Yes. My father, this is my father's table. He worked it after he retired from his day job. He was a farmer. He wasn't making any money on the farm, so he had to support his children and his family. So he went and got a day job. But when he retired, he started back farming, and he came here. And when my father was ill, he kept saying to me, come back. and do it. And I said, okay. I had no intention of coming back because this wasn't for me, I thought. And things wasn't going right for me, so I said, oh, I better get back to South Carolina. I came back.
And so was it a matter of, push came to shove, and when you got here, you just kind of felt like it was in your blood a little bit?
No, it took a couple of years. After I got here, I don't know. But then once I started, I loved it. Because we grew up on the farm. But it was different. I guess I was older. I understood the farming better, and I had patience to wait for it. I think that was it.
Fellowship with the customers and the vendors. That's important to me. And the vegetables that we grow, locally grown vegetables. I'm a 100% grower.
What does a 100% grower mean?
You grow everything. You grow all of your vegetables. It's 100%.
Okay.
And we grow from peas to butter beans, okra, tomatoes, corn, zucchinis. I grow my own pepper plants, tomato plants, and eggplants. I do my seed starting in February. And I just grow it all. We grow a few watermelons, a few cantaloupes.
And so if a vegetable ends up on your table, it's one that came out of the ground near your home, is that correct?
They come out of the ground at my home, my fields. That's the reason I says I'm a 100% grower.
The true eggplant.
Oh, really?
Okay. Which one? What color's an egg? Which one looks more like an egg?
Well, there you go.
I read up on this. The true eggplant is white, but it doesn't have shelf life. That's why you don't see them. That's why you don't see them in the store, because they won't hold up.
And now this is more of a Japanese variety, the darker colored eggplant, is it not?
And they don't have shelf life, so that's why you won't see them in the store.
So you're talking to the Covell boys, I guess we could say. You guys have a farm in Monetta, Old Shoals Farm, but you don't actually live there. Can you tell me kind of how that transpired?
This is really our second business. That's not the only thing we do. So the other business forced us to be in town. A couple years later, we bought the farm. So we're trying to utilize the farm as best we can with some vegetables. We also grow fish there for food, striped bass.
And is this something that started out of just a desire to have something, a connection with the land, or is this something that was a business venture for you?
Well, it's a business venture, but really it was just a desire to get outside and do something with the land. We have 8 kids, and it's nice to get the kids involved in a business that gets people outside, gets a little physical exercise.
It's a lot better than just sitting around at home. It's nice getting outside. Most of my brothers and sisters won't come out, but it is nice. Okay. The only bad part is waking up so early.
I think what's happened with our food production is that in agriculture we've tried to present the same principles that Henry Ford did with making the automobile. And it's supposed to be more efficient and more cost effective, but really we've lost flavor in taking on those new ways. At My Beck Farms, we slow it back down. We use all Black Angus cattle for our beef program. They're out on pasture the whole time. We don't administer any hormones. We don't feed antibiotics. And they are all pasture grazed. We don't do any feedlot confinement. So we have a very flavorful product because we dry age our beef as well. What we're really about is producing a product that it has our name on it, we stand behind, and we want to really specialize in producing the most consistent, high-quality product we can.
So if you want to shop local, be local, here's the place to do it. Ian O'Brien for Discover Aiken County.